Peace and blessings. Namaste to all light warriors, workers, and everything in between. It is I, Sophie, today in what role? This is not bad, but I know you looked at the title of this message and was thinking, what in Sam Hills could she possibly be talking about? I'm getting ready to explain that to you, and just try to follow along. I'm telling you that for those of you within the sound of my voice who have made it this far, chances are you're probably already dead. Now, what do I mean about being dead? For each level of dimension that one wishes to raise themselves to, a spiritual death and a spiritual rebirth takes place. So when you go from 3-dimension to 4-dimension, you die and you are reborn. 4-dimension to 5, you die and you are reborn. This continues on until we make our way back to the source from which we emanated from. Okay? Hence why the master said, you must be born again. A lot of times we are not aware that this is taking place. So what ends up happening is you will find systematically and through time, things, situations starting to change. Your circles starting to change. The people that are in your life starting to change. Your physical body might even start to change. Okay? From each level of dimension that you also jump is added DNA strands too. Okay, so it is preparing the body for the ability to harness the energy that can activate a light body. Okay, and we do this in phases as well and in stages as well. All right, so when we're talking about energy, frequency, and vibration, you don't have to walk this path in fear anymore, because if you died and you are born again in a higher dimension, your body has adapted a natural immunity to anything that is being thrown at you. When we're talking about vibration, we're dealing in the realm of matter and material. So when you're vibrating higher, you're repulsing things off of you. Okay? Frequency deals with the mind. I did a video breakdown when I was telling you about the strands and what they were named after. And they were actually being named after your brain waves. So your mental health is just as important as your spiritual health and your physical health. As a man thinketh, so is he. Right? So what I'm saying to you is, you should have, at this moment, no fear of anything, except for fear itself. You should be standing boldly, strongly, proudly, for your own rights and your sovereign divinity. You have become untouchable because you were born again. Okay? Some of you are actually aware of this ability too. I've talked to you on the phone. Some of you have told me that you have died. This is not something that you're going to be consciously aware of when you jump from dimension to dimension, this spiritual death and spiritual rebirth. But you will notice changes around you if you are conscious enough to pay attention. When we're talking about dimensional jumping, we can look at it like, for example, you have 4 vehicles. Your oldest might be 1998. Your newest might be 2021. As you jump from one vehicle to the next vehicle, whichever one you're driving is where your consciousness and your awareness becomes prevalent in. Okay? The other vehicles still sit with remnants of that. If you decide to stay in the 2021 version, the other 3 versions of your vehicle will continue to exist, ride out a little bit on that timeline until it slowly dissipates. The 2021 vehicle now becomes the master vehicle. The other 3, they go to the junkyard, but not immediately. It still lives out in a string. Okay? Giving you the opportunity to have the ability to jump between for a certain amount of time before you keep moving up in ranks. When you're activating new DNA by jumping from jumping to higher dimensions, your immunity grows stronger, because your frequency is stronger, because your vibration is stronger, and because of the energy and the DNA added strands that go through. So there's no point in being afraid. If you're already in 5D and up, you've died already. I am Sophie, and I love you all. Bye.